Hello, my name is Chris Masenko. I got into the water park business. Actually, it was the water slide business in 1976-77 in Seaside Heights, New Jersey, at a place called Rainbow Rapids. I was traveling in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina when I first saw my first water slide. Actually, it was the first in the world, called the Water Boggin, in 1975, and decided that I would come home where I lived in Seaside Heights and build a water slide like it. Thundering Surf here in Beach Haven was built in 1977, and I've been operating a water slide, water park continuously since 1977-78, which I think may make me the longest guy in the water slide business in the world. Here at Thundering Surf, we have a toddler area for children that are 1, 2, and 3-year-olds, which has all kind of interactives and soft slides. In the Cowabunga Beach, we have a multi-level play structure where we have slides, and it's a very wet area for children that are 3 all the way up to 13. The Lazy Crazy River is both lazy for 15 minutes and then it gets crazy for 15 minutes. During that crazy period, we have a wave in the river, we have a giant tipping bucket that gets everyone in the river wet. We have waterfalls, we have blaster guns, we have interactives both inside and outside the river. Then we have 6 giant slides that we have inner tubes on. So we have tubes that both the parents can ride with their children or individually. So it's always something that you can do with your children. Last year we built the Flow Rider. The Flow Rider is a standing surfing wave. It's the first in New Jersey at the Jersey Shore. Very, very unique and tons of fun. It provides lots of skills. Here's a place where you can actually try your skill at standing up on a surfboard on a trampoline-like surface where you won't get hurt. We have 2 18-hole golf courses here at Thundering Surf. One is the cave course and one is the waterfall course. All the holes on the golf course are more like real golf and play more like real golf, so you'll really have a blast with the whole family. We also have a couple other businesses that are family operated and owned. My daughter Brooke Masenko has Tula the Boutique. It's a ladies' boutique. She's been operating that store now for the last 6 years. Alongside of Tula the Boutique is Tula Sweet Secrets, which is a very gourmet, high-end candy store, espresso coffee bar, and gelato bar. That's run by my son, Devin Masenko. They've started their own businesses inside this business. My wife has been with me along my side since we first started in 1977 as well. She's an integral part of the business. Actually, she's the hardest worker that I could ever dream of having work for us. It's a dream come true. I think any parent would dream that their children follow in their footsteps in a business that has been very good to me, and this business being just the business of fun. Our mission is really to provide safe, clean, family fun, and going forward we're going to continue to do that in the future through my children. Here at Thundering Surf, I take personal pride in providing clean, safe family fun in Beach Haven. Come join us and have a lot of fun with us.
The holiday season on LBI and the mainland is a great place to be. Check out these holiday season happenings.
November 16th and 17th, Christmas Craft Show at St. Francis Center in Brant Beach. November 29th to December 22nd, Surflight Theater presents Irving Berlin's White Christmas. December 6th to the 8th, Chris Kindle Market at Tuckerton Seaport. December 7th, the annual Ship Bottom Christmas Parade.
Hi, welcome to Bistro 14. I'm Rich Vaughn, the chef owner, and today we're going to be preparing grilled tuna with roasted corn, shallots, and red peppers. The first thing you want to do when you're preparing this dish is to prepare the roasted shallots. Take a double layer of tin foil, a few sprigs of fresh thyme, a little cracked black pepper, there's a touch of salt, and a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Then you want to do is make this into a little package. We'll fold it up nice and neatly. You want to put this little package into a 400-degree oven for about 45 minutes or until the shallots are nice and soft. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is do the corn. You have nice fresh corn. It's been shucked and husked and cleaned. We're going to lay that out on a sheet tray with a little bit of space in between each one. You're going to drizzle these with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, some kosher salt, and some black pepper. These are ready to go into the oven, and you want to put them into a very hot oven, 475 to 500 degrees. You want to cook them in a very high heat for just a short amount of time, no more than 5 minutes. So our corn is done, and we're going to take it off the cob now. Here in the restaurant, We have this handy little tool called the mandolin that is very good at taking the kernels off corn. So there's our corn off the cob. Now we're going to take our corn, put it into a bowl, and we're going to open up our package of shallots. Those shallots have spent all that time in the oven, and what they've been doing is they've been caramelizing, so they're very sweet. So these shallots just need to be sliced into a julienne, roughly. You just want them in bite-sized pieces. We're going to add these directly to the corn. So now we have some roasted red bell peppers that we've roasted until they're nice and charred black and peeled and cooled and then sliced into a julienne. We're going to add those to the corn as well. We're going to season it with some fresh thyme, some more cracked black pepper, and some kosher salt. I mean, this would be good as a salad, but in order to make it a really good base for our fish, we're going to warm it again, and we're going to mount the sauce with whole butter. Here's our tuna. We're going to put a little bit of olive oil on it, some salt, and a little bit of cracked black pepper. I'm going to put it on the grill. The hotter your grill is, the better off you're going to be. You want to hear that nice sound when the tuna goes on. So while the tuna's cooking, we can heat up our corn. And we're going to get the fire going. Now take our corn. To help it cook, we're going to add a little bit of water. We're going to let that get nice and hot while the tuna's cooking. All right, so our tuna is ready to turn. What we're going to do is we're going to get underneath the tuna. We're going to do a quarter turn. This way, when we turn it over, it'll have that nice cross-hashed mark that looks so nice on the plate. Okay, our tuna's ready to turn. This is a technique we call monte au beurre. It's a mounting with butter, with whole butter. What you're going to do is you're going to use the juices, and we're going to make a sauce with the corn and the juices from the peppers and the shallots. You want to make sure you keep your sauce on a low flame while you're doing this. You want the butter to melt, but you don't want the butter to break and become oily. So we're ready to plate this now. Top it off with our nice piece of tuna. And there you have it, grilled tuna served on a bed of roasted corn, shallots, and roasted peppers.
The fun continues with 2 great February events on LBI, even in winter when the season is freezing.
February 2nd, Super Plunge Sunday at St. Francis Center in Brant Beach. February 8th to the 17th, Chocolate Week. Spend President's Weekend and Valentine's Day with the ones you love and indulge in a week-long celebration of chocolate.
Hi, I'm John Wennick. I'm with the Marine Academy of Technology and Environmental Science and also with an initiative called Project Terrapin. Project Terrapin is a conservation and education program that emphasizes this turtle, called the diamondback terrapin, along Barnicket Bay and its marsh areas. What we want to do is educate about terrapins. Females generally go back to their nesting sites that they go to every year, and then they'll dig nests, deposit eggs, and those eggs will be covered over by the female. She'll return back to the water, and the eggs could incubate from anywhere from 60 to 90 days. At that time, the hatchlings will emerge from their nests and return back to the nearest marsh. With the foundation, we have established a hatchery for females that come up and nest in areas where there's a lot of human activity, such as a driveway or an area where cars may park over, or even sandboxes in some cases. We relocate those nests and move them to a hatchery right here at the foundation, and after they're incubated and the eggs hatch, the hatchlings then are released back to the original location. One of the things that we try to educate about is the fact that they do cross roadways, as I mentioned before, and this juvenile actually came up and was on a roadway adjacent to an area where a salt marsh was. She must have been on the highway to retain heat, and a car ran over her, and you can see the result of that. So that's our initiatives here on LBI, especially at the foundation, and we're going to our 3rd year of the project. And if you want any more information or want to volunteer, there'll be a number for you to call. It's a great place for terrapins to live, and with your help, we can protect this species forever. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jerry Caba, and I'm down here at the LBIF in Loveladies, and I'm going to give you the highlights of an 8-week pottery course in about a minute. I'm going to make a cup today, so first thing we do is we get our clay on the wheel, And the first step is getting it centered. Now, centering can be very difficult. It's one of the hardest parts. It's like riding a bike. It's very difficult at first, but once you get the hang of it, then you're good to go. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get that wobble out of the clay and get it spinning nice and consistently. So I do that by giving a series of even hugs and karate chops. So once I have my clay nice and centered, like so, now it's time to open up the clay. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to find that center, and it'll pull my hands right in, kind of like a whirlpool. Now once I have my clay open, now it's time to pull it up taller. You always want to use even pressure. So from here you could go any shape you want. If I wanted a bigger bowl-like shape, I could press out from the inside. If I wanted to bring it into like a vase, I could coddle it in. But I think for today we're just going to do a simple cup. Alright, and now that we're finished, I'm going to let this dry. Then it's going to go in the kiln. It's going to come out of the kiln. I'll get some glaze on it. It'll go back in the kiln. Then it'll come out nice and glazed and colorful and ready to be used. If you'd like any more information about LBIF, visit us at our website.
When times got tough, we kept moving on. Now we got it done and we're going strong. 'Cause we're stronger than the storm.
Jersey Shore is open.
Because we're stronger than the storm.